Can I get your attention in the media center? We are now joined by our second place qualifier, Kevin Harvick, driving the number 4 Ditech Chevrolet. Tell us how it felt out there, Kevin.
Yeah, it was. It's been a good day for us. To have speed in the car and go out and back it up in qualifying was what we needed to do. So, the first step of the process of the weekend is over, just like any other weekend, and you go about what you need to do tomorrow morning to be prepared for the race. And today went well, and felt like I probably left those few hundredths of a second just not being aggressive enough on the exit of turn 2, and as good as the car was off of turn 4. So small crumbs. It's just it's hard to to balance that here, just because if you push the car too much, you wind up giving up 2 or 3 tenths instead of 2 or 3 hundredths. So it's definitely a fine balance. Just definitely could have been a little more aggressive in turn 2.
Thanks, Kevin. We'll start with Dustin, and we'll go to Bob.
Dustin Long, NBC Sports. A couple things. Where do you stand with Jimmy after last week? And
I'm just here so I don't get fined.
Aren't we all?
Yeah.
But can you explain where you are, and can you, because you haven't spoken since last week, obviously a lot was talked about if people want to call it a hit, punch, shove, or whatever. Can you describe what led to that?
Yeah, I don't have a lot to say about any of it. I'm here to race and do what I have to do to do what I need to do in the next 2 weeks.
Over to Bob.
Bob Parker, ESPN. I mean, looking back, do you think that you should have either given up positions at that point or come in to pit when you had the tire up? And should Jimmy be worried about you as far as retaliation?
I don't look back, Bob. I just do what we have to do to focus on what we need to do looking forward. We're not going to use you guys to make threats. I can do that myself.
Let's wrap it up with Claire. You got a final question?
Claire B. Lang, Sirius XM NASCAR Radio. Okay, after qualifying today, very important couple of races for you. Do you race any differently with any of the competitors after last week moving forward? Obviously, you know what you have to do in order to make it into the next round.
Well, I still think there's definitely a few different ways that you make it into the next round. If this was, in this situation last year, when we were in Phoenix, a second place finish still wouldn't have got us into where we needed to be to get into the chase without a win. So I think you still have to go out with the mentality of trying to win a race, and I think everybody around us knows that, and I think they're very aware of the aggressive nature that we need to go after that win is.
All right. Thank you for coming in, Kevin.